everyone, welcome back to day 2 of my No Hindi challenge series. Today I'm a bit tired. Being a mom is 24/7 job. I just finished cleaning the house and cooking, and with is at a school, so I finally have a little time of peace. Do you remember our rule? Today I will not speak a single word of Hindi, right? You just have to listen and understand. Okay? And if you are thinking, can I really speak English in just 30 days? Then my answer is yes, you can. You will not become perfect, but your fear will go away. Today I'm going to share my daily routine. Just follow these 5 simple steps every day for 30 days and you will see the change yourself. Okay? But let me be honest with you. I'm not going to give you a boring school timetable, okay? Because we all live different lives. Some of you are college students, some are working professional, and some are homemakers managing the entire house, just like me. So, as we know, God has given us 5 senses to experience this world. Okay, but do you know you can use these same 5 senses to learn English faster? Yes, today I will tell you how to use your eyes, ears, mouth, hands, and mind to become confident in English. So, let's begin. So, step number 1 starts in the morning. The first sense is our mind. What is the biggest mistake we make? We think in our mother tongue and then we try to translate it into English. This makes us slow and nervous. You have to switch off this translation. Right now, our brain works like this. We see something, we think in Hindi, then we translate and then we speak. For example, you see a glass of water. First, your brain says pani. Then you convert it into water. This takes time and this delay makes you nervous while speaking. But when you train your mind daily, your brain starts working differently. Let me give you a simple example. We say time, we don't say samay in daily life, right? We say brush, we don't say datun. Why? Because our brain learned these words directly. Nobody taught us to translate them. Okay. Our brain connects directly. Time is equal to time. Brush is equal to brush. Okay. In the same way, we can train our brain to connect directly with English words without translation. Okay. And this is not a magic, right? This is how a baby learn language. They don't translate, they connect directly, and we can train our brain to do the same. When translation reduces, confidence increases. So don't try to speak full sentences, right? Just start naming things in English. Train your mind first. Control your brain. Stop translating, start thinking, start naming things in English. Okay? So, step 2 and 3 are for your free time, maybe in the afternoon or while traveling. It's time to use your eyes and your ears. Please listen to me carefully. Don't watch boring grammar videos if you don't like them. Watch what you actually love, but watch it in English. If you love cricket, watch cricket commentary in English. Watch something you love. Fashion videos, tech videos, cooking videos, makeup tutorials, anything you enjoy. When you watch something you love, your brain learns new words very fast without feeling tired. Okay, now let's talk about the fourth sense, your mouth. Speaking is the step most people avoid because they feel my English is not good yet. But the truth is, English becomes good after speaking, not before. Your mouth needs practice. Let me explain it with an example. When we learn cooking, do we make perfect food on the first day? No. Sometimes food becomes too salty, sometimes it burns, sometimes it doesn't taste right. But do we stop cooking? No, we keep trying and slowly we improve, right? Speaking English is the same. In the beginning, you will make mistakes. Your sentence may not sound perfect, right? But that is a part of learning, because without practice no skill improves. So remember, if you want to speak English, you have to make mistakes. Many of you say, but I don't have a partner to practice with. That is an excuse. Talk to your friends, talk to your colleagues, talk to your children, and if you live alone in a room, stand in front of the mirror. If you don't have a big mirror at home, turn on your phone front camera, look into the camera and talk to yourself, like today was a big busy day and I'm tired. Talk to yourself while working. I'm cutting vegetable, now I'm making tea, I'm making videos like this. Okay, this build fluency naturally. Remember one thing, fluency doesn't mean perfect grammar. Fluency means sharing your message without stopping. You have to make mistakes openly, laugh at them, but don't close your mouth. Okay? Finally, at night, we often overthink. We feel sad if we made an English mistake during the day, right? So before you sleep, use your last sense, your hands. Your diary is your safe space. Nobody is going to check your grammar there, right? You may be thinking, how does writing help in speaking English? Let me explain. When we speak, everything happens fast. We don't get time to think. But when we write, our brain slows down, and slow thinking help us remember words and build sentences, right? For example, if you write, today I cooked dinner, your brain learn this pattern easily, right? I plus cooked plus dinner. Next time while speaking, this sentence comes easily. Writing is like slow speaking. It trains your brain quietly. You may not notice it immediately, but slowly your confidence grows and speaking becomes easier. So don't think writing is a homework, it is brain training. So take a pen and write something, even if it is just one or two lines. Do this every single night, okay? So, eyes, ears, mouth, hand, and mind. This is your practical daily plan. Now, tell me in the comment below, who are you? Are you a student or a working professional or homemaker? I want to know my audience. So, and thank you for being the part of my journey, and thank you so much. Bye.